Well, news that's trickling in right now. Holiday Court refuses Enforcement Directorate custody and sends former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh to 14 days judicial custody. So that's the latest piece of information that's coming in right now from Mumbai. Former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh has been sent into 14 days judicial custody. The Enforcement Directorate, which is of course investigating Mr. Deshmukh, sought more custody but was refused additional custody, further custody by the Holiday Court, which is hearing the matter. Anil Deshmukh has been sent into 14 days judicial custody. The Enforcement Directorate had wanted 9 more days of custody. He has already been in custody for the past few days. He was produced in court today. The Enforcement Directorate wanted further custody of 9 more days but was refused that. And Anil Deshmukh has been sent into 14 days of judicial custody. My colleague Vidya is now joining me live from Mumbai on this. Vidya, tell us about what happened in court today. The Holiday Court has refused the ED further custody of Mr. Deshmukh and has in fact sent him into 14 days judicial custody.
Well, there were lengthy arguments put forth. There was 9 days of custody that the Enforcement Directorate had sought. Remember, even during the last hearing, they had sought about 14 days of custody, but were ultimately granted only about 6 days. And now again, they wanted about 9 more days of custody. However, the court has refused to grant them any further custody of Anil Deshmukh. The reasons, though the court has not been able to state very clearly because the orders are still being dictated right now. But certainly at this juncture, the court felt that, the further custody of the interrogation was not really needed. As I had spoken to one of the lawyers representing Anil Deshmukh, he also had very clearly said that because the lawyers were present during the interrogation, there were about 10 hours of interrogation that was happening every day, according to Inderpal Singh, one of the lawyers representing Anil Deshmukh. And that's why they pressed for the fact that there should not be any further custody granted. The court has accepted it and has sent him to judicial custody. Remember, there's also a bail application that is right now being filed by Anil Deshmukh's lawyer. Also, apart from that, his son Hrishikesh Deshmukh has also filed an anticipatory bail application asking that he should be given a protection from arrest in this particular case. So all those applications are yet to be heard right now, Paulmi.
So, Vidya, are you telling us that those applications will be heard today itself? One, of course, the bail application which will be moved by Mr. Deshmukh's lawyers, and also the anticipatory bail application which is likely to be moved by his son as well.
Well, Hrishikesh Deshmukh's anticipatory bail application has already been filed. His lawyers are already trying to push for it. Apart from that, Anil Deshmukh's bail plea is also being filed. Although Enforcement Directorate that spoken to some of the officials here, they said that they might seek some time to file a reply. So that might not be heard. But the formalities of it being given to the court, the fact that it would be given to the ED to reply to, all that would be done today, Paulami.
Right. Also, Vidya, give us a sense of the arguments that were put forth by both the Enforcement Directorate and Mr. Deshmukh's legal team. You did, of course, mention that his legal team said that he was being questioned at least for 10 hours each day and hence no further custody was needed. What was the Enforcement Directorate's argument for seeking an additional 9-day custody, which of course now has been refused, but what was their argument?
Well, Enforcement Directorate has been saying very clearly that they need to find out the ways the entire layering of the money. Remember, in this case, Anil Deshmukh has been arrested for actually the extortion bit, as well as, trying to send this entire extortion money that was taken in from various businessmen across Mumbai. That was being sent to another company. From there, it was sent to his own trust. So that entire circle, the way the entire money laundering had happened, that needed to be further probed, further, evidence needed to be collected is something that the Enforcement Directorate has been saying. they have had his questioning been done almost as Inderpal Singh was saying, about 10 hours every day. In spite of that, they needed further time with him. However, it does seem like the court saw that the kind of investigation that is being done, no further interrogation, custodial interrogation was really needed at this juncture, and that is the reason why he has been sent to judicial custody by the holiday court, Judge Prashant Sitre.
Right. Vidya, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all of those developments that have taken place in Mumbai this afternoon.